Another interactive design speed lesson. This time it's about doing research. In particular, of a kind of research I find one of my favorites. So valuable. You learn from people directly. And that's about, firsthand research, primary research, otherwise known as doing interviews. So here's the process that you can go through to be able to go from, gosh, there's a question that I have, to then saying, I have some insights. Turns out I learned more than I wanted to, or I didn't learn what I wanted to, but I learned. That's what's most important about research. Here we go. These are the steps. First, you need to know, what do you want to learn. You'll have, in general, like, I need to know, is this product, particularly exciting or interesting, or where do people get stuck with this, and is it when they first set up, or what? So what do you want to learn? Who do you want to learn it from? And that could be people who already use your product, people who haven't used your product, people who have high levels of expertise, or who are unfamiliar and casual. All of whatever it is, this is about your who. And that's going to help you in one of the kinds of questions, which is a filter to say, like, yes, let's bring these people into the research, but like those people, we don't need to talk to them right now. So the questions and setup. So in addition to that sort of filter, or screener survey, you would want to set up these are the open questions that if we ask folks this, we have a chance to learn this, right? That's why you need to know what you want to learn first, and then dig into questions that let you get there, hopefully, right? And then what other setup or context do you need? One of the most wonderful resources of data is when you can have like nice layered signals of what you see, you can observe, and then what people are doing and what people are saying. And now, you combine that as later on, once you've gathered the info, and you can have some rich insights about a situation. So open questions, and you're set up for making those happen. Now, where and when? How are you going to do this? Will this be intercepting folks out in public? Will it be inviting folks from a survey panel, or loyal customers from a thing? Whatever it is, who are you? How are you going to do that with the who, where, and the when? And then it's about doing the research. Get out in the field. You may have folks who are asking the questions, facilitating, then someone separate that's scribing. That's a nice thing if you can separate those roles. You may ask for permission, and then get the ability to record folks who are doing the thing, which over time, for better or for worse, people are more and more comfortable with in general. But you never know. You have to ask. Okay, and then, so you do the research, you gather the data. Please don't jump to conclusions. You're going to have empathy and all kinds of stuff. Keep your cool. Be curious. Be open. See what is, not what you want to be there. And because this data you gather is the whole reason you're doing it, right? The raw data, nothing, assumed about it yet, right? Because now you've got it. You did your research. You do some review and synthesis, right? What do you have? What are the patterns you see? What did people do? What did people not do? Compare that to your assumptions going in, what you wanted to learn. You're going to get insights and patterns. And one of my favorite things is if you do coding on, like verbatim quotes when people share their thoughts about a thing, is, you can say, well, okay, they talked about this topic and they talked about it in this way, or they had these they were conveying seeming to convey these emotions, they were, etc. And so now you have structured data on top of unstructured data that you can sort of explore and summarize. And so you've got the quotes, you've got observations on that, and now you're going to be able to easily go through it and get patterns. And now it's time to summarize it. What came of all this? Did you learn what you wanted to? To what degree, and what else was new that came out? How does that inform and affect you in the project? What to do next from there? Put recommendations together and summarize it, so folks who could go along the journey, and not necessarily who were, may not have been there, but they need to understand, participate with, and then see the sort of the integrity of the work that you did to do this learning, because that is the whole reason, is to do applied research, put it to use, and to have enough of a structure and whatnot. And there you go. That's my quick lesson on research. doing interviews, and learning from it.